Hello, this is a tutorial on installing a light trigger spring on an Emek. We will start with spring rates. The stock spring, we'll have a scale here for this. Let's see, we'll go to grams. The stock spring has a rate of about 2,000 grams when compressed. The average ballpoint pen spring, which many people have been putting in the Emeks to lighten the trigger springs, this one's cut for length, so it's the same length as the stock spring. It's about 800 grams, 900 grams, depending on how hard you push on it. My light springs, same length and width as an Emek trigger spring, 180 grams. So, with the 180 gram spring in it, it gives you the feel of about an electronic trigger on, say, an ETHA 2 or a G-Tech. So, installing the spring. First, you'll need two tools, 1/8 inch Allen and a number 1 Phillips screwdriver. Before starting this, you need to degas the gun to make sure that there's no pressure on the internals. And you'll need to remove the 2 bottom frame screws. So set those aside for right now. You'll need to separate the frame from the body. There's just a little hinge on the front that holds that together, and we'll just set the body aside for right now. Beware of this gasket here. You need that, so make sure it doesn't fall or get lost. Then take your number 1 screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, and remove these 4 screws. This is so we can access the trigger plate. Sometimes it won't come out there, but once the plate comes out, they'll come out with it. Okay, so with the trigger plate removed, the spring came out with it. I already have one of my springs installed. So you would remove the stock spring and then put the new spring in. On this post, you see right here, on the top of the back side of the trigger, there's a small square post. You will install that post on the inside diameter of the spring, as so. Reinstall the top plate. You'll notice that there's a small cup on the bottom of the plate. We'll make sure the spring goes inside that cup, and then reinstall the 4 screws. Be very careful installing these screws, as you're screwing into basically plastic, and it'd be very easy to strip out the threads in the plastic. So only run them down until it's snug, so that as not to tear up the plastic threads. Gotta love these small little screws. Check to make sure the safety mechanism works properly, trigger works properly, then reinstall the body on the frame, make sure the gasket is in place. There's a tang at the front of the frame, goes into the slot on the body. The two should go together quite easily. Then replace the two screws on the bottom of the frame using your 1/8" Allen. These do not need to be overly tight. They already have a Loctite patch material on the screws that will keep them in place due to vibration. So there you go, installation complete and ready to go. Now you have a very, very light trigger, same as you'd find on the Etha 2 or even the G-Tex CSRs. Nice light feel on a mechanical trigger. These springs can be found on eBay under Emek Lite Trigger Springs. Thank you for watching.